Hello, John here. We're at Te Tii Marae in Paihia in the Bever Islands, and it's Waitangi Day today, 3rd of February 2025, and I'm here and with the Confederation of Chiefs and United Tribes of New Zealand, and with the Home Guard, and also with the Whakamininga and the Chief Wiremu Hei of the Marae, Te Tii Marae, and me being in the Whakamininga for years at Makaio, and here to celebrate the flag and its connection to King William IV and the British Crown. And I'm here to represent Mohi Manukau, Mohi Tamati Manukau IV, and his Freemason in Helensville, or Awaroa Native Magistrate Court of John Rogan and Mohi Manukau and his family there, and the connection I've had with the Manukau family and the Wānoa family of East Coast. So this is the flag that was the board, the timber board of the Ngāti Whātua tribe in Kaipara in Helensville, Awaroa. It used to be called Awaroa, the original name, and the Awaroa Bank started there into the BNZ Bank, to the League of Nations, to the United Nations, to the World Bank, and started right here with the Freemasons here. This is a Freemasons flag and of the Confederation, and the decoration flag of King William IV, 1834, founding of New Zealand, and 1835, Declaration of Independence, and also the Constitution of New Zealand and the Municipal Corporations Act, 1835. So here, the next picture is Ernest Augustus V. He's the King of Britain, UK, Hanover, and New Zealand, and also is our King of the documents that I'm putting together with the 8-point star of St. Patrick on his front there, and his Dutch King, King William III, that put that together and transferred it to Ernest Augustus I, the brother of King William IV, and the brother of King George IV, and their father, King George III. Okay, so from there we go to the whakapapa of all the tribes in New Zealand, the main ones, and the Moriori tribe, and also Waitaha, and the English tribe as well, that was put together by Mohi Manukau, Paramount Chief, and the Rogan and the Whakamininga. At that time, Mohi was a apotoro, or Ratana minister, put this together as well, and I was there with him to put it, write it all up, and that's Mohi Manukau there. That gave me the mantle of this title to the whole country, and being a Freemason of 50 years service gave me the title to carry on his legacy as a Freemason, and that's what I'm doing at the moment with his certificate, is carry on his good work with the Admiral and also with the court, the Magistrate Court in Helensville, and the legacy of the Manukau and the Rogan Freemasons here. And I'm using this symbol of the compass to use the Grand Lodge title, and we're using the King's Council, or the King's Privy Council, as our native magistrate King's Bench Court authority and legal title to the land transfer in the 10-acre block in Helensville into the Crown, British Crown, under King William IV, and also the Patterson £2 note that King Tawhito of Waikato had from the King as well, with the Tuba Patterson, William Patterson pound note. He created the Bank of England Act 1694 and the Pound Note Act 1694, and also that's King William III of Orange, and created the the Bill of Rights 1689 Act, and also the Constitution of 10 years at that time. And there's the first victim being the jab expert Jacinda Ardern, ex-Prime Minister, and Cindy Kiro, the Governor-General, on trial, and Trump signs the death penalty order directing Attorney General to help states get lethal injection drugs for people that we call swamp rats. Okay, there's Trump there, signing the executive orders that we use in our courts under the Freemasons Act, and I'm mirror imaging the 33-degree Mason in England over all other Masons, and I'm using that title to convert the cash of the 2 barb out pound note into our chip coin as currency that we're going to print straight away and put the bill on these people's heads. And also the third victim, which is Eddie Mitchell, that stole 17 trillion of the native lease land of New Zealand with an offensive Freemason and an offensive barrister that took my information to Edinburgh and put the money in his pocket and bought $17 trillion worth of real estate in Australia with the people's money. The ethics of the Freemason is for community purposes. The money raised from rates and land titles and prized possessions are supposed to go to the people and not to a single person. So he has to answer to Donald Trump here. He's a Mason, and Eddie Mitchell's Mason from Hamilton has to answer to this Mason, to the Mason in England, the 32-degree, the boss of all Masons of the Admiralty mortgage lien title and indictment on his head. Okay, so there's Eddie in public humiliation of committing corporate crimes against us, being a corporate trust, which is the Moai Crown King William IV Trust, with our flag over there, and also the Moai Crown King William III Trust as creditor, and Moai Crown King George IV Land Lease of New Zealand, 1823, and also the Moai Crown Queen Victoria Trust, 1844. That's our legacy of the Masons Trust Property Act, 2023. The Masons Property Trust Act 2023, extended or amended from the 1956 Property Trust Act of Freemasons. Okay, so there's the swamp rats that President Trump has called the swamp, drain the swamp, and there's the musket to go after corporate thieves. I'm going to have to pay the bill, and the Home Guard has to go and get that money back. The 17 trillion doesn't belong to him, and 17 trillion worth of property in Australia that he spent the money for his own pocket and his own Mitchell family trust. That's now on public humiliation in this native court as the People's Court. Okay, the common law People's King's Court is trying him today, the 3rd of February 2025, the new Waitangi Day, 1835, Waitangi Day. Okay, Treaty of Waitangi, 1835. Cindy Kiro there, and Chris Luxton, and what's his name? Chris, the other ex-Prime Minister, and also Bloomfield. Okay, and Chris Luxton and Jacinda Ardern, Prime Ministers. And there's the hanging rope there that Donald Trump says the death penalty. Trump signs death penalty order directing Attorney General to help states get lethal injection drugs for criminals that I name publicly, humiliated, the Governor-General of New Zealand, Japanese Maori, and her Japanese Maori flag, with her crown on her head on a blue back flag. We're putting down and putting the King's flag back up. Just found New Zealand in the first place. And there's the hanging rope and the rat. The swamp rat and the rope that goes against the swamp rat. Right there, Eddie Mitchell is on trial today, the 3rd of February 2025, in front of the public and the world on our website, moaipowerhouseworld.com. Okay, so he's on trial today, and I'm going to put this away and forget about that because it's too offensive, and it was a complaint today, and we want to just show you that's our king there, Ernest Augustus V. He's about 70 years old, 72, and still alive in London. Okay, so he's our king with the 8-point star of St. Patrick Church and Protestant at that, and Dutch. Okay, Dutch, New Zealand, found country, and here a beautiful day in Waitangi, Te Marae, and our native court here, and our flag there, and Brian Workman there, and our Raptaka here in our group. And so there's Pare Rivers in our group, 4 of us that are running the Confederation of United Tribes of Aotea New Zealand in this court here with Greg Cook and his home guard. So there we go. That's all I can say for now. That's the story there of this native court. If you get in our pathway, the King's Court bench will put this lethal treatment of Donald Trump and his Freemason on your head with this pound note on your head. It's £1 trillion per birth certificate, and this crown here in New Zealand is $1 million per birth certificate, and now it's $1 trillion, and with Donald Trump there and his Freemason and our Freemason of Mohi Manukau and his certificate there. Left this to me to administer his legality of his title there to the country whakapapa. Okay, there's the whakapapa there. If you have a good look at it, you'll see your own whakapapa there, and the carving on the left there of the 4 main tribes, and Mohi Manukau at the bottom there. Okay, so there, that's all I want to do, and now we can put these away and carry on with our court hearings tomorrow. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody. I'm John Wanoa, and I'm going with Gregory with the whakamininga tomorrow to meet the Navy and to put our flag back in place as the British flag that has the jurisdiction and the legal authority to own and run this country as landowners, you, the sovereign people of New Zealand, live and well and lips moving. This means we're not dead. Okay, so I'm here with all the history on our website, moaipowerhouse.world, moaipowerhouse.com, and that's where you'll find. Scroll to the bottom of Crown of Confederation Sovereigns to the bottom, and you'll read the latest there of what's happening here at Te Marae and our group of the Confederation of the United Tribes in this flag here of Mohi Manukau and John Rogan in Helensville Magistrate Court, the first magistrate court in the world to do land transfers from the native to the Crown in Britain, and that's where it went round the world in 257 countries that we're putting together, and myself and Rapata Ka from Tiki Tiki and Ronnie Tukia, and our popos are here, sitting on the ground here, planted in the ground with Tangaroa, Ngaropo, have put it there. We had the ritual yesterday for the Māori on Mount Hikurangi here on this marae to claim the title to the Ngāpui Chief Kupe and his people here from Tahiti, and the Moai statue from East Island that's standing in London. That's our title, and also Moai standing in Dunedin with the hat on his head. That's Queen Elizabeth put that one there. That's the crown on his head that I'm using. That one for me as our authority to Taputapu Atea Marae in Raiatea Island in Tahiti, and also to East Island, Rapa Nui and Anakina Marae. And the Moai standing over there links the Moais together with us in New Zealand at 6 a.m. this morning. I've got the clock synced and synchronised with Rapa Nui East Island at midday, and also 6 p.m. in London and 6 p.m. in Accra, Ghana, as the 3 points where the sun Ra shines in those 3 points of the globe in the world. And a perfected title, and Pakistan at midnight. You'll see that on the video I put on our website and Facebook, so you can see it.